Hello, everybody. Thank you again for joining me, David Gray, here at Max and Fix. Thank you for tuning in again. We are going to talk today about the GoPro 10. But before we do, I want to ask you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see in the future, and let us know what you liked about this video. All right, let's get things kicked off. So the GoPro just come out, and it's an amazing product that everyone is excited about. It's kind of hard not to get excited about things that captures imagery and art, performing arts, and anything else that you can capture a moment with. So, I mean, when something like this is released and, you get to play with the quality and see all the capabilities, it does drive quite a cute buzz. And the Hero 10 is no different. Um, so the GoPro 10 has a few changes from the GoPro 9. If those of you are familiar with the GoPro 9, honestly, in my opinion, before I even get started, I was looking online at the comparisons, and they have minor adjustments or minor changes. I wouldn't necessarily say it's changes that constitutes a new purchase, unless this is just something solely what you do and you just want to have the best of the best. All right. So one of the major differences, just going ahead, looking straight off into the GoPro. The Hero 10 comes with a slight aesthetic change. The GoPro 9 was black with gray wording on it. You can recognize the GoPro 10 by the blue lettering on it. So that's one of your visual signs to let you know which one you're looking at, if you didn't already know. One of the great things about this GoPro 10 that they changed, which is a very cool change. I want to start off talking about the lens. The lens, if you're someone who used the GoPro, outdoors, and which might include some different weather conditions, including the rain, and maybe shoot inside of the water, maybe your pools, the ocean, whatever, what have you. One thing that people used to try to work around is the water beating up on the lens. And GoPro took it upon themselves to go ahead and kind of do that proactively on their end. Instead of, us, the consumer, working out how to get the water to stop beating up on the lens, GoPro has made something called a hydrophobic lens, okay? So the hydrophobic lens comes with a coating on it that's that resists the beating of water, okay? So before, if you were licking your GoPro lenses, you no longer have to do that. In fact, if you lick your GoPro lens, it will remove the coating and then you'll be back to square one, all right? So if you didn't watch this video first, I hope you didn't lick your lens, all right? So yeah, that's one of the cool things on there. That's one way that you can say that they're definitely thinking about the consumer. As far as the picture goes, one of the differences that we have in the camera, your GoPro 10 is 23 megapixels plus a super photo with HDR versus your Hero 9. I'm going to compare a lot of the Hero 10's capabilities with the Hero 9 just because it's, the next level, brother and sister consecutively. And that Hero 9 is sitting at 20 megapixels with super photo and HDR. All right. As likewise with the video, the frame is at 5.3K 60, while your Hero 9 is sitting at 5K 30. So we get a little bit of get a little better video there. One thing that we wanted to play around with this GoPro while we did have it. We got to unbox it earlier. We got to unbox the GoPro earlier, and we did play with it a little bit. One thing that we did play with, of course, was the video. Honestly, I see this as a video camera before a regular photo camera. And with that even being said, I've seen a lot of folks use this solely for the video in action, and then they'll go ahead and take the stills out that they want. And I like that idea. I think it's a very great workaround to someone who's usually doing something active with the GoPro. It's kind of hard to move from, vigorous activity or, being on the move to, just kind of standing still for a photo. It kind of switches up the mood a bit. It kind of changes up the dynamic. But what I do like about it is that you can, I've seen people, recommend taking the stills from the video. And we've had the chance to play with the video and do that as well. What I will say about the video quality is amazing. You do have a couple different lenses and focal point of views. You do have the super view, you have the wide, you have the linear plus, horizon, leveling, and narrow, all of which is also on the GoPro 9. Okay, and we did something rather cool. You guys will probably see throughout this video that we attached it to my car, and we went on a drive. I kind of like the angle was sitting on the side view mirror, and you get to see some of the key points in effect. I mean, just right off the back, you get to see how crisp the camera is. Everything is very visible, very clean, very detailed, and that's something that you gotta love in a video camera. Okay. One of the things that we did also notice was the stabilization. In this Hero 10 camera, you do have a new processor, the GoPro's GP2. This processor does help out with the stabilization inside of the camera. And that's very evident with the video that we did take and that we were able to take on the drive that we took. We didn't get to do much with the GoPro, but with the drive, we were able to tell some key things that made it that sold its value just a little bit more. For instance, I've mentioned the processor. The processor upped the stabilization, and you got to see it. There is a turn that we made going in a roundabout, and you can see the camera at work with it slowly transitioning to capture the angles as the car is turning. And it did it so smooth and seamless that you almost wouldn't even recognize it, but it was so nice to look at that it captured your attention. You know, so that, we want to thank GoPro for, that extra processing hasn't gone unrecognized and unnoticed. I think it's an amazing feature, or it's an amazing improvement. That stabilization in the processor is definitely a major improvement, and we love it. All right, and just as the GoPro 9, the GoPros come with a subscription, and with that you do have things like the auto backup. The camera does connect to the cloud, and it does send your things there for you. While you're doing things, so you don't have to take the time to do that on your do that yourself. It is definitely a feature that is worth, or that does save time. While recording on this camera, the audio picks up very well. In our situation, we got a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, just because of the setting that we chose to record. We went on a drive. We went on a leisure drive, and on that leisure drive, there was a lot of wind noise, but it didn't take away so much it didn't stop you from hearing other things, going on in the surrounding areas. I do love this 3-mic processing technology that they have inside of this camera. The sound does do well. We've even gotten the detail of sound of a bolt being rolled into the street as we are driving. Which I think that's pretty impressive. I feel like the camera is doing its job. The camera should be able to capture video, it should be able to capture photos, it should be able to capture sound and do all those things adequately, while still giving me that quality that I'm looking for. And GoPro is definitely on the right track with that. Okay. With this, you also have the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth features, connects to the Quick app, which is their app. We talked about the auto cloud backup that's included with the GoPro subscription. This also has the GPS. The GPS captures your location, altitude, and speed to share your features of greatness and GPS performance stickers to your videos in Quick app. All right. Using your media mod, you can connect your GoPro to the HD TV for viewing on a big screen. I don't know about you, but I love the fact of sharing videos on a large screen, so I don't have to share it on my phone or anything like that. You don't have to share anything on the GoPro, though this may be where the media is. You have the ability to share it with everyone on your screen. I think that's a pretty cool feature. I'm not sure how much of you all will use that, but it is there for you guys, all right? One of the things that doesn't come on this GoPro 10 that does come on the 9 is the Wake on Voice. The Wake On voice uses voice commands to turn on your GoPro or start recording. It lasts for 1 hour after powering off. All right, so I mean that is the Wake On voice. That's not available on our GoPro 10. They dropped that and left that on the 9. Okay. If I have to lay any criticism about this GoPro, the one thing I would have to say, just as someone who might be starting out and looking for the basics, it's going to be that this GoPro battery is not as great as we'd like it to be. Let's just be honest. For one, it did take a while to charge. I wonder if anyone's caught a good charging time. I feel like we've been charging that GoPro for hours on end. And when we finally decided to take off the battery on the charger, take it off of the charger, the battery was at 80% and it dropped down to no battery within a matter of 30 to 45 minutes. I have heard people mention that if you want to make use of your GoPro throughout the day, then it'd be a wise decision to take your battery or take an extra battery with you, 1 or 2. Experiencing this GoPro for the first time and messing with the battery, I would suggest you take 5 batteries. This battery does not last long whatsoever. We do have 2 batteries here, so we did have a little bit of flexibility. And because of that, I did go and check to see what their battery situation looked like. Because of their battery setup and the way that it is, how fast that it dies, I did go ahead and check out their battery situation and what they offer online. Kind of see what accessories they offer. The Hero 10 does have a rechargeable battery, of course, that comes. You can buy it for purchase, and it's not entirely expensive. Do I necessarily want to go out and buy a battery for something that I just bought? GoPro 10 without the bundle is $400. I mean, let's call it $400. It's $399.98. Okay. Now, for a camera that I just spent $400 on, I'm not going to want to turn around and spend a measly $20 on the extra battery. I do feel that with this purchase that cost me $400 for their amazing camera, it should have been equipped with an extra battery, especially if it's only going to be for $20. I mean, it's such a great product. Otherwise, I couldn't imagine that they wouldn't want to extend that battery life, even if it means, giving me that extra battery to do so. All right. I mean, but if that's something that you're interested in, do know that they do offer extra batteries on their website for you. They aren't expensive. They do make it accessible. So, I mean, they do have that going for them. I do want to give them, that recognition and that acknowledgement. I do, however, feel that it could have been a better situation with the battery altogether. If you are someone who's looking for more convenience in the battery charging, they also give a dual battery charger and a spare battery, and that runs for $50. So again, I mean, the prices are climbing, but again, I mean, these batteries also works for the Hero 10 and the Hero 9. Both of the battery accessories that I've mentioned for purchase are both for the Hero 10 and Hero 9. You can get the rechargeable battery for $20. You can get the dual battery charger and a spare battery for $50. I think that's a pretty good deal. I mean, if you were going to buy it, by itself independently. But again, I don't necessarily want to do that. I would do that if I saw someone using this GoPro avidly, going out and about. And this is just something that I've used to document, my life or document, whatever I need to, capture. But this is not, honestly, just dealing with that camera is not something I'm terribly excited about for them. They can definitely make some improvements there. This camera also comes with horizon leveling. All right. Game-changing horizon leveling gives you the silky smooth cinematic look, whether you're getting it sideways, banking side to side, or chasing your kids, okay? And this is available up to a 45-degree angle, all right? So you guys have a little bit of flexibility with the camera working in your favor to level it out. You don't have to worry about that on your own, So I think that's a great feature. That's something that I was definitely thinking about the consumer. So I'll give that to GoPro. I do feel like GoPro has definitely put some thought into who and how people will be using this. I do feel like one of their biggest fumbles is the battery. All right. Do not forget that this camera is also front and back. So you have a front screen and you have a rear touch screen. Okay. Also, the GoPro, for those of you who don't know, is going to be waterproof up until 33 feet. This is a very activity driven, an activity driven camera. You know, this is definitely something that if you are a content creator and you are more active than most, then this might be something that you decide to use versus, you know, other alternatives. You know, a lot of folks like to shoot on an iPhone, and these phones are amazing in their camera. But maybe you don't want to use your phone for more of the rigorous activity, and you want to leave that for something that's you want to leave it for something that's actually made to handle it. And that would be the GoPro. You know, I definitely want to do that. I do want to highlight, you know, where they fit in their lane. On top of that, you know, there is a bundle pack that comes for the GoPro where you can make the most out of what you do have. All right. Let's see what that bundle pack looks like. So the bundle pack is going for $450. Okay. The accessories bundle includes the magnetic swivel clip. So you can have somewhere to stash or to or you have something that can hold your camera in place. You do have the spare battery that we just finished talking about. You can get the accessories bundle for the Hero 10 Black, and that will be there for you. You also have Shorty, which is a short tripod. All right, so that's more of like you're on the go, kind of like I need something to, you know, place my GoPro on. I need something that'll stand it up right for me. With the accessories bundle, you also get a 32 gigabyte SD card and the camera case. The camera case does look like this. I'm reading the highlights off of the GoPro website, and they're saying that, you know, the new GP2 processor is a highlight, which it is. They talk about the resolution being 5.3K 60 plus 4K 120. And then they talk about the hyper-smooth 4.0 stabilization. Now, that stabilization is something not to mess with. I've gone over train tracks and you wouldn't even know it. We talked about the waterproof, and it's better in low light. It has better low light capabilities. And that's one of the things that you can tell that the culture of, you can tell the culture, or you can tell the direction that the camera developers are moving towards. You know, we are folks who like to capture moments, and all of our moments are not going to be in great lighting. You know, the iPhone has definitely tried to, or they're definitely trailblazing this. You know, other folks are trailblazing it. You know, people have amazing cameras. You know, cameras are progressing, you know, every day, every year. And it would have been an injustice for there to be a problem with a low lighting for this GoPro, and they do nothing about it. So if they have better low light capabilities, along with everything that they've done, that's good for them. They need to keep that up, keep on thinking in the ways that the consumers are going to be thinking, and help us capture those moments. You know, when at the night out with the girlfriends, a GoPro is a very action-based camera. If I take a GoPro out camping and I want to look up at the stars, if I want to go look at the dingo who stole my baby, I want to know that I can see what I'm looking at. You know, like I want to be able to capture those moments, capture the beauty of the night sky, of the great outdoors, you know. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate them doing that for us consumers. All right. If you guys were interested in the GoPro subscription, you know, you do have unlimited cloud backup and auto uploads, unlimited use of the Quick app, and 50% of GoPro, or 50% off at GoPro.com, which might come in use if you plan on getting some more accessories beyond your initial purchase. And if for any reason your camera needs to be replaced, they will do it, no questions asked. Okay? Guys, we've made it this far. I do want to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. This is the GoPro Hero 10 Black review. We went ahead and played with this device. We unboxed it. We've messed around with it a little bit, try to get a feel for it. It is overall a great device. Our major drawbacks, again, is the battery. But I mean, considering what the GoPro can be used for, it still might be a worthy purchase for you. Again, if you're into the more rigorous activity, if you're more into, you know, being more out and about, this might be the camera for you. It doesn't have to be all end all about the battery. You do have some options there to help preserve battery life while you're out. And at an affordable cost. That's also important. You know, they're not trying to extort you. I do feel like it was a missed opportunity with battery life, but they didn't try to extort you by offering a battery for insurmountable prices. Okay. So, overall, good job, GoPro. I mean, it's a wonderful device, just slightly better than the last. And I mean, as long as there's room for opportunity, you can always give out, you can always release something else for us to enjoy, GoPro's done that for us. If you guys have any questions at all, please let us know. This is Max and Fix. I'm David Gray. We are here with the GoPro 10, having a little bit of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, to the video. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you love. Let us know what you don't like. And let us know how we can be better for you. Because again, this is a space that we want to make good for everybody. All right?